So what in our experience is unborn, without form, right? Without beginning, without end. And the key to looking in this way is the immediacy of our experience of being. Not to think about the immediacy of our experience of being, but to directly encounter the immediacy. And that's the beautiful accessibility of this one mind. And it's also the great challenge of accessing this one mind, not because it's hidden, but because it's fully and immediately present. But it's so immediate, so almost unimaginably immediate, that it is before we have the first thought about anything. It's before we search, before we look for anything. It's more immediate than all that, because all of those searching, looking, grasping, wondering, conceptualizing, those are secondary movements. That's what happens when we fail to encounter the immediacy of our experience of being. So, in this very moment, there is something in your immediate experience which is unborn, which means that you don't have an experience of it coming into being or going out of being. It always is. That it has no form. What you see through your eyes has form. You may be looking at the computer screen. That's a form. You may see my image. That's a form. You may have a thought in your mind. That's a form also. You may have a feeling in your body. That's a feeling form, and so on, a sensation form. But as Wang Po is suggesting, the one mind is without form. It may be the essence of all forms, but in and of itself, it's without form. So in this moment, what is without form? And it doesn't matter how many of the forms we look into, that's not where it is. The conditioning of our mind, it's always preoccupied with what we're looking at. So in spirituality, we're often taught, don't look outside yourself, right? Look within. So when we're looking outside, we're looking at all the forms outside. But then we're told, look within. And then we look within, but we're still looking within at things, at that thought, at that sensation, at that feeling, at that idea. We may feel like they're internal, right? So we're looking within, we're looking in within for the right form or for the right experience, we could say. But when we're looking in this way, whether we're looking outside or inside, we're still looking in the same way. We're still looking for something. When what we really need to be doing is to let go of looking for something and let our attention return to where we're looking from, not what we're looking at, whether it's outside or inside. Where are we looking from? And where we're looking from, another way of putting that may be the quality of the looking itself, the quality of the awareness itself, or the consciousness itself, not what we're conscious of externally or internally, but the consciousness itself. It has no form. It notices all forms, experiences, thoughts, imaginations, happiness, depression, courage, fear. All these are something that we notice and can experience. But what is it that's the noticing of all that? And that noticing, that consciousness, that awareness, is in the direction of what Wang Po is calling the one mind. In the direction of. I say that because our mind can go, oh yeah, I can kind of sense that a little bit, and it's maybe hazy or it's undefined, and we'll think, is that the one mind? Not necessarily, but that's the doorway to the one mind. So just letting attention not go out to grasp at anything, not to be looking for the right experience, anticipating, when will I have this so-called experience of awakening? When will I feel better? When will I not be confused? When will whatever the mind is looking for or towards? That's how we miss what Wang Po is calling the one mind, the reality, the very ground of being.